Feel great. I think we've had a good week of practice. I think we've prepared well up to this point. Obviously, got a little more time left, so we'll keep studying. And I'm happy with where we're at, and I think we're prepared.
You feel like it's been forever since you've had to play a game, even though it's only been a couple of weeks?
Well, I mean, I stayed in it pretty good. I was, kept going to meetings and studying, watching film. So I mean, really the only difference is being able to play at practice. So I feel ready to go.
You're a little nervous going to go out there, kind of testing the knee a little bit. Any nerves about that?
No, I feel great. My knee feels 100% and good as new, and it's that has nothing to do with the game really. I'm just focused on playing football.
Sean, every week you guys say another Pac-12 test, and Pac-12 test. Washington struggled last week against Arizona, but they're going back home. So, in terms of watching film, did you kind of leave the Arizona tape out of the player there and just focus on maybe the Stanford game?
Well, I mean, we look at all the games really, so we get a pretty good feel of all of them. Obviously we know that they're a good team. I mean, there's no mistaking that. Obviously they've had some big wins. You can just tell on tape they got an athletic secondary and some big guys up front. So, we're not going to read into past scores or anything. We know that they're a very strong team.
They've given up a lot of big plays, and that kind of this season so far has been a big strength of yours. Is that going to be a big part of the game plan? Is kind of looking downfield?
I mean, we'll kind of see. A lot of that will kind of depend on what they're giving us during our games. So, I've said this before, but you kind of have to walk a fine line between taking your shots and also not forcing anything. So I think we got to be mindful of that, but at the same time, we want to be aggressive and do what we can on offense.
The other thing this year has been the offense has played much better on the road. Why is that?
I don't. It's hard to really say. I think a lot of it just depends game to game, and not so much on the scenery. So.
Have you ever had to come back from an injury like this before?
No, but I'm not concerned about it at all. I mean, I felt great all week. I felt good last week, so I'm ready to go.
You had a pretty good game up there last year against Wazoo. Is it kind of exciting going up there and playing at NFL Stadium?
Yeah, it's a cool experience. It's the kind of thing where you watch NFL teams there, and then suddenly you're there and they're playing. So it's a fun experience. Obviously, a really cool stadium. But I think our focus is on football. We know Coach Riley always says we're going to get there, and there's going to be lines and goalposts, and we're going to be ready to play. So that's really all it is.
What was better, playing at CenturyLink last year or playing at the Rose Bowl this year?
It's hard to really say. It's a different kind of stadium. The Rose Bowl obviously is, it kind of speaks for itself. But CenturyLink's a really cool venue, and it's fun to get to play a game there. The past 2 seasons.
They have a new defensive coordinator. What kind of changes have you seen with them defensively on tape opposed to last year?
Well, we haven't really looked at last year's tape much for this week because, like you said, it's a new scheme. But I know, just off of memory, they have some of the same personnel, but they're doing some things different. But I think we've done a good job preparing for it.
Sean, you mentioned their secondary. Coach Hayward used to be a former Beaver, obviously. Have you talked much with the corners here about maybe things that Coach Hayward taught them?
Well, a lot of it's really just based on film. I don't want to bug Jordan and Rashad too much. I know they're doing their own studying, so most of it's film work. But I wouldn't. That's not a bad idea. I might have to do that.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, no problem.